πρώτη σήμερα είναι η μέρα μόνο για δημοσιογράφους και αυτή τη στιγμή γίνεται η παρουσίαση του καινούριου Royal Enfield Himalayan 4,5. Μια μηχανή που το Himalayan το 400 ζήσαμε πάρα πολλά στο ταξίδι μας στα Ιμαλάια και είμαστε εδώ για να δούμε το update με πολύ μεγάλη αγωνία. Πάμε να το δούμε.
All of you to the presentation of Royal Enfield today. At our start today, we have a couple of new motorcycles which are on display. The Bullet 350, 90 years legacy with the super refined J engine, and we have new colorways in BTR 350, new colorways in our Interceptor and Continental GT, and Eicma collaboration and GTR motorcycles too. But today, the focus and the center stage is all about much awaited motorcycle in the adventure world, all new Himalayan. This all new Himalayan motorcycle, and to talk about that, we brought the mighty mountain into the Milano. Over the years, our relationship and our connection to the Himalayas has been building on. Our relationship with the Himalayas has been for 2 decades. In 1956, in fact, Indian Army wanted a few hundred motorcycles, and that came from the Greenwich, UK. That's where it was actually manufactured at that point of time. Those motorcycles were built in India, and it was handed over to the Indian Army, which was used in the treacherous ranges of the Himalayas. Since then, our connection with the Himalayas has gone up over the years. We have been riding in the Himalayas. Himalayas is actually a spiritual home for Royal Enfield. We get inspiration from Himalayas, and all our people are also inspired by the Himalayas. In 2016, we actually came out with a motorcycle, it's a purpose-built with our experience and Himalayas is the Himalayan motorcycle, and that motorcycle with its capabilities has actually created a big movement in the entire motorcycling, especially in the adventure motorcycling categories. Over the years, there are a lot of revolutions which are taking place. The consumer requirement of the Himalayas, the way the company is operating, everything is evolving, and the Himalayan also got evolved over a period of time. To talk to you about the evolution, the man who led from the front, Siddharth Lal, Managing Director, and Eicma Motors, has a small video for all you people about the evolution. The video, please. that Siddharth Lal was leading the entire evolution of the new Himalayan, and we are going to present to you the all new Himalayan
Σωστό.
here in Enfield first time. Built by the Himalaya. You see the motorcycle which has everything you wanted, but nothing you don't need for the adventure motorcycling. The motorcycle has been built with the core DNA of Himalayan, which is supposed to be accessible, adaptable, capable, and on top of it, with the inputs which we gain from the rural explorers, globetrotters, and athletes. With that, the entire all new Himalayan has been done. We call this motorcycle as Bruce Lee in the motorcycling, adventure motorcycling world. You may ask me why is it Bruce Lee? Before Bruce Lee, when you talk about a capability, it was always all about big, mighty, intimidating, that's how it was. It's all about agility, balance, precision, and the high capabilities. And that's what this all new Himalayan which fits in there, and that's why we call it as Bruce Lee of an adventure motorcycling in the motorcycling world. Talk about more on what is there in this motorcycle and what has gone in the motorcycle, what is the philosophy, what are the new technologies which have got added. As I mentioned, what is required just got added, what is not required we won't see it in this motorcycle, because that's how that motorcycle has to be consumed. To talk to you about the details, I'm going to request Mark Wells, our Chief of Design, to come on stage please. Mark Wells, over to you.
Thanks very much, Robin. Thank you. So thanks everyone for having us here today. I'll talk to you a little bit about the bike and where it came from. Obviously, when we started this project, we looked at everything that made the original Himalayan so great. We were very keen not to lose any of that DNA, any of that core kind of ability the bike had. We just wanted to see a bit more. So there's three elements I'm going to talk to you about today. So number one, I'm going to talk about the engine. I'm going to talk about the chassis and the communications part of the bike. So if we move on, we're going to talk about the engine to start with. So the heart of this motorcycle, the all-new Sherpa 450 engine. This is a brand new engine for Royal Enfield, ground up. And we started from first principles, clean sheets of paper design. This is our first water-cooled engine. And we worked in a very collaborative manner at the beginning of the project. There we go, so that's the all-new Sherpa engine. So as I say, we worked at the very beginning of this project, the team, collaboratively, to think about how we laid this out. We were really careful about the positioning and the location of component parts, and we focused on a whole bike approach. So we did things like we did the airbox up at the top of the engine to make the waist of the bike very narrow. We worked to think about what the bike wanted to do. That really important to us. So, looking at some of the features, we've got ride-by-wire for the first time on this bike. So we've got rider modes for the first time, so you can have full power and a slightly more sedate version. We've got ABS on, ABS off. We've got a 6-speed gearbox on this bike for the first time, which gives lovely tractability. The way this bike rides, the way it delivers its power. We go on to some of the torque curves. So you can see here, looking at the torque curve, and I think this is really important. So maximum power on this bike is 40 brake horsepower, 40.2 brake horsepower, and 40 newton meters of torque. The really key thing is if you look at where it develops the torque, so we get it nearly 90% of the torque at about 3,000 RPM. That is so good when you're riding off-road. When you need to come to a rhythm, or you're maybe in the wrong gear, the ability to be able to keep but just drive over with the traction is so good, and it makes this bike so tractable, so usable. We've also got, just go forward to the next slide. So also this bike works we say it fits like an adventure club. So, looking at the layout.
Λοιπόν, παιδιά, κάνω λίγο πίσω. Λίγο πολύ αυτό ήταν. Τώρα αρχίσουμε και μπαίνουμε σε τεχνικά χαρακτηριστικά. Λένε ότι σχεδιάστηκε από λευκό χαρτί, εξατάχυτο αυτό το μοντέλο, πολύ χαμηλά η ροπή, γενικά πολύ ωραία πράγματα λέγονται. Οι πρώτες εικόνες είναι πάρα πολύ ωραίες, είναι πραγματικά φαίνεται τελείως νέο μοντέλο, καμία σχέση με το παλιό. Έχουμε δει σε φωτογραφίες τις οθόνες και όλα αυτά. Μόλις τελειώσει λίγο η παρουσίαση, το οργανωμένο κομμάτι, θα πάμε να βγάλουμε φωτογραφίες και βιντεάκια από κοντά, να το δούμε έτσι, να το καβαλήσουμε, να δούμε τι αίσθηση δίνει. Αυτά λοιπόν, την καλημέρα μου. Συνεχίζουμε τη βόλτα μας στην Eicma και το μεσημεράκι θα κάνουμε live για το CF Moto MT4,5 που θα έχει και αυτό πάρα πολύ ενδιαφέρον και θα κάνουμε και μια μεγάλη ανακοίνωση, έχω την εντύπωση. Τα λέμε μετά.